Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Our top story focuses on a significant development in Niger State, where traders are expressing deep frustration and concern following the demolition of makeshift shops in Kaswangwari. We begin from Niger State, where the state government recently initiated a demolition of makeshift shops in the bustling Kaswangwari. The action left displaced traders reeling, sparking widespread outrage and concern for their livelihoods.
The Niger State government undertook the demolition of makeshift shops on Kaswangwari Road as part of its ongoing efforts to enforce urban development and city planning regulations. This clearance is necessary to facilitate road construction on the road, which serves as an alternative route to the city center. During the exercise, traders attempted to salvage their wares, with some taking matters into their own hands by dismantling their structures. However, the timing and manner of the demolition drew criticism from the traders. The operation resulted in a stark landscape, leaving many lamenting the loss of their businesses and means of survival.
This is less than 10 to 15 years I'm here. I give birth to all my children here. And this is our source of livelihood. This is the way I feed my children, clothe my children, even school my children here. I pay every day. I pay local government fees. I pay all the taxes. I'm not only government, any tax. They give us notice and they give us receipts. They say they'll give us compensation or they'll give us allocation where we will stay. So we relax because they say us to relax, they'll give us location. But no location, no nothing, no compensation. How are we going to feed our children? We don't have any destination to go anywhere. Because now my children are going to feed today. Even school now, my children will, because this is our livelihood.
We are pleading with the government to provide us with an alternative location. One trader here has developed hypertension after hearing that the authorities are demolishing shops. Where do we go from here?
The state government needs to acknowledge the pain and hardship faced by traders. I have been working to manage the situation and prevent violence, as it will only result in a breakdown of law and order. We have remained loyal to the state government, and we hope they will hear our plea.
It has already affected me. Not that it will affect me. It affects me because since they called me on phone that these people are here, demolitions of our shop, actually it's touched my heart because number one, I don't know anything except this butcher business, because it is this butcher business that helped me grow, and actually without this business I don't know what to do. Actually I'm a HND holder and I sell meat here, and now they ask us to park. Actually I'm speechless, don't even know where to go.
Well-known fact that this road, Kaswangwari towards UK Bello, has become a nightmare to a lot of motorists. Now, most of the people selling goods actually put their goods on top of the road to sell. We've given them notice, we've given them warning, we've served them notice more than 4 or 5 times. There hasn't been any form of improvement. So we actually informed them about a month ago that we're coming for exercise, because This road is part of the road that needed to be expanded by the state governor, former governor Umaru Mahmoud Bago. You know, so what we're doing now is to make sure the road is cleared completely. People have free access to and fro, and then when they come to work on the road, it won't be much difficult. 98% of people selling here are illegally here, and we've served them notice long before now. So what we're doing now is to sanitize the road. I am sure in the next couple of days, by the time you pass this road freely, you will say, oh, thank you very much, His Excellency, Former Governor Umaru Bago. Thank you very much, Niger State Urban Development Board. Thank you very much, Technical Local Government. Thank you very much, Ministry of Works and all that. You need to do the right thing at the right time. And that's exactly what we're doing now.
Following the demolition, leaders from the State Urban Development Board, market unions, and local government representatives convened to discuss the government's decision and explore alternative solutions for traders.
We have not told anybody to move away completely away from where they are doing their trade. What we are worried about is people putting their wares on the road, and we need to have a right of way where the contractors can continue to do their work, and it won't be hampered by anybody. We equally invited the local government, Chanchika local government, and Urban Development Bank in this meeting, and we are hoping to meet with them so that they can provide an alternative space for them to where they can displace their waste within the shortest possible time. We are removing illegal structures, and those people are on the road illegally. So we have spoken to the council chairman to provide an alternative space for them inside the market. So we are not reversing anything. Nobody should trade on the road illegally where road construction is going on.
Well, I think this meeting is timely. It's a very welcome meeting for the stakeholders and the government to meet to discuss the issues of the construction going on. We met and we discussed extensively with a very fruitful resolutions, and I'm sure the government would do their own parts. We'll go back home and do our own parts by meeting with our members to tell them exactly what transpired at the meeting, which I believe they will listen to what we tell them. They are going on with their businesses because the DG have also assured that yes, they should just shift. There is a boundary where they will go on with their business. So I think it's not much of a problem.
The demolition has raised concerns regarding both immediate economic impacts and the social fabric of the community. While the Niger State government advances its development plans and urban policies, it aims to ensure that residents are not adversely affected. While Kasuangwari was cleared for developmental purpose, the Enugu State government pounced on kidnappers by demolishing a property linked to kidnapping activities in Amebo-Wele community in Ogu local government area.
The property you see us taking down right now is a place where a horrendous criminal activity happened. On 25th of May 2024, some deadly kidnappers abducted a man in Enugu, brought him here, stripped him bare, naked to red boxers, bound him, tied him up, pointed guns at him and got him to start talking to his family, requesting for money. They held him down, but to the glory of God and dexterity of Governor Peter Mba, who is giving his all to security, Enugu State government was able, through our tracking system, to see what was happening in this rural Ogu community. And we went on. The security agencies moved in place. The kingpin escaped, but every other person was arrested. The kingpin escaped to Ebonyi. The Enugu State government tracked him to Ebonyi. He escaped to Lagos. Enugu State government caught up with him in Lagos and brought him back. We have him in our custody. This is a warning to every landlord. Enugu State government will never accept as an excuse. I am in Australia, I am in America, my brother-in-law took people here, every landlord, once you put up a house in Enugu, we hold you responsible for any criminality that happens in your property. And once it becomes a violent crime, kidnapping, killing, in line with the law that was made by our predecessors in Enugu State, we will enforce it to the letter. We will come after you, we take down the property. As I speak to you, government has taken over this property. That is why we are tearing it down. The title deed is revoked. The government of Peter Mba is concerned with security. Security of lives, security of properties, security of our nightlife, security of children going to school, security of that maid going to fetch water from our public tap, security of that couple that want to have a walk. So we are providing an enabling environment and we are encouraging the public to work with us. We have dedicated hotlines. Once you see anything untoward in your community, call those dedicated lines.
The demolition followed a similar one in August in Enugu East local government, where properties linked to kidnapping were brought down.
Most of the reports featured on the program are initiated by eyewitnesses. You can also do the same by using your phones and other mobile devices to capture and send pictures and videos of what's happening around you by downloading the Channels TV app installed on your device. Click on the menu to find the Eyewitness platform. Follow the instructions to upload your images. Now let's see what our eyewitnesses have sent in.
We begin this segment with a video depicting a section of Fuleme local government secretariat on fire, coinciding with the day the newly elected chairman of the council was set to resume. This incident is part of a wave of violence observed following the local government elections held across the state. In the next video, an eyewitness reporter and a resident of the United Hearts community in Ikorodu, Lagos State, shares concerns about land grabbers' activities. The eyewitness reports that the road leading to the community has allegedly been sold by land grabbers to individuals for personal use. Residents believe that the intentions of these land grabbers have hindered the construction of drainage systems needed to control flooding in the area.
So I only buy no water.
Welcome back. The federal government, through the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, stepped up to support residents affected by flooding in Lagos State. The agency distributed essential food and household relief materials, bringing hope to residents of Oke-Ishegun and Ikola in Alimosho local government area.
Lagos witnessed one of the most devastating flash floods following over 14 hours of heavy rainfall in June this year, displacing thousands and causing widespread damage to property. Some communities in Alimosho were affected. As part of recovery efforts, the federal government steps in to assist those affected by the disaster in Oke-Ishegun and Ikola communities by sending relief materials, food, and non-food items through the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA.
ní Nàìjíríà Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ jẹ́ kó máa tẹ̀síwájú. Bàbá ẹjọ́ ṣàtàlájọ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Onígbà máa bọ́ ṣe.
One of the interventions being carried out by the National Emergency Management Agency is being carried out all across the Federation to people. We are giving items and relief items to people affected by flood in different states and different communities. So that's the reason why we are here today. And for this community, this is a Alimosho local government area of Lagos State. We have 7 communities that have been affected by flood. We have carried out the assessment, and the agency has given them these items that we are seeing behind us. We are giving food and non-food items, like as you can see, and we are giving to those along the river, along riverine areas. Apart from these people, we are giving to the elderly and those that are physically challenged.
NEMA is working with volunteers and local officials to ensure that critical supplies reach those most in need.
We are still carrying on. Assessment is still ongoing, and intervention is still ongoing. We are looking at Badagry, we are looking at Ojo, we are still going to, we have done so many interventions in the states. We are looking at so many other that I can't begin to mention now, but intervention is still ongoing in the states.
They give me a number of 400 people, and that 400 people was sharing into 4 communities. So 100 to Oke-Ishegun community, 100 to Ikola, 100 to Ipaja, 100 to Aboru. That is the way we share it. We don't want it to one community will be low, one community will be higher. We do it equally because all of us we are facing the same problem. And all those widows, old age, like 80 years above, we just give them privilege because they are getting old. So they are getting old, and all the widows. We don't want such a thing that they will continue to remember their husband. That's why we just carry them along.
In a coordinated effort, NEMA has established several distribution points throughout the state where affected residents can receive assistance. I present these items to the persons affected by flood at the Oke-Ishegun community.
Thank you to the federal government. May God Almighty continue to bless you.
Lagos is yet to experience another flood compared to the one in June, as control measures, canals such as this one, are being dredged and expanded to accommodate more storm water. However, residents are concerned about its durability.
I live very close to the river here. Actually, we really appreciate what government did to us. But we are still pleading on behalf of every one of us living here that they should either they help us to cast this place or every year drainage. I was at home one night around 2 a.m. when the rain came down. My wife was telling me I should leave. I said, why should I leave? He said, this water, because I've not experienced it before, because I don't come home every time. She said, please leave. I said, what will happen? She just took my children out of the compound. Before I opened the door, my brother, the water is almost here. So I just have to find my way. No, this is rubbish. But thank God for life. At least last year, they come to our rescue. They give us a drainage, which is still manageable now. But if they can still help us to expand it and make sure they pack it, even though they are not ready to cast it now. Moreover, that very Okeshagun to Aboru, that place, they've been coming, inspecting, times without number. So if they can do that one for us, at least it's still part of development.
The Permanent Secretary in the Office of Drainage Service and Water Resources, Engineer Mahmoud Adegbite, provides answers to questions about drainage and other infrastructure to check flood.
We have 2 of our major primary channels that service those. They are within the drainage basin of Iluawela and Akeola Aboru. Both the 2 rivers, they're actually river, so they are primary channel. The 2 of them have a confluence towards Ayetoro, which is down Ogun State. Recently, we dredged the Iluawela channel right from the confluence, right from Ayetoro, which is in Ogun State, because sometimes you have to start from the downstream, and we are at the confluence now getting towards the upstream of Ilo, and that's why they said they saw the state government doing something. So that's exactly what we are doing at that section, which I am very sure that if rain falls now, it will not affect the people of Ikola. The other area, which I said happened to be within the basin of, what do you call it? Ishago, is under Akeola Aboru channel. We have awarded Akeola Aboru channel since 2020 for permanent concreting, and because it is a 9-kilometer length of drain, it's a 4-year program, and the project is about 60% done now, but it will soon get to that point. The end point, doing some concrete to that point. Yes, but it has not gotten to where they are. Where they are is around after command area. So before it gets there, I'm very sure maybe between now and end of the year, we will get to, because the project itself will be rounding up by first quarter next year. So I am sure that it will get to, so that's why I'm saying that we have a permanent solution for that area, while the other one, it is not all channels that we have to concrete line. There is nowhere in the world that all channels are concrete line. So some that we know are within the urban setting, we are concrete lining them, while those are still within peri-urban. And also, I think we must take a note that art channel are still, they give a very good ambience when you have arts and clean channels. So the only thing I will plead with our people is the way we throw things within the channel. I don't think anywhere in the world anybody can sustain cleaning such heavy channels every year. Our program is once in 2 years, we make sure that we get back to each of the, we have done it this year, which is still ongoing. Before we get back to that place, it's going to be maybe another 2 years. But you find out that the way our people operate, because of the way we are badly behaved, most people, whenever it rains, they feel that that is the time to start pouring their solid waste. And you also find some people that do not even have toilets. I will, for emphasis, I will maintain the fact that our drainage channels are meant to convey only storm water, not your kitchen waste, not your bathroom waste. So, again, if it is only storm water that the channels are conveying, there will be no need to go every 6 months, as the case may be, because you find out that If you clean the channel now, if you go there in another 3 months, because of the nature of what we throw in there, you find out that a lot of weeds, a lot of grass, and also in recent times, in the last 5 years ago, you find out that if there's any word called, instead of desilting, we are even derubbishing, you find that it's only garbage that you find in those channels instead of silts. So it makes everything, I must use this medium to let people know that please, it is only storm water that those channels, if they carry only storm water, if they convey only storm water, I'm sure it should last the 2-year cycle that we planned.
Thanks for the pictures. Do keep them coming. That's the program for this week. See you again next time. I'm Olumide Macaulay.